Welcome to the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage, and welcome to Southstadt Lighthouse. We are at the lighthouse where it all began for me, where I saw puffins when I was a young child, where I felt the sense of adventure for one of the first times. But then I questioned what happened, why did I choose things that I'm not sure I ever should have? So I created 5 pillars for the Moonshot Mastery Academy, and we're going to become the Lightkeepers. We're going to build our light. And on this pilgrimage, the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage, we're going to see 5 of the lighthouses. We're going to see Cape Wrath, and that's going to represent Pillar 1, Heal. We're then going to see Tarbet Ness. That is going to represent a line where we bring Milo and Shadow Milo together, the inner child and the shadow. Then we're going to go to Duncansby Head Lighthouse, where we're going to inquire. We're going to question what have we been doing and why have we been doing it, and then question what else we can do. Once we've inquired, we're then going to awaken at Neast Point. Then going to start figuring out what we should be doing and having our best, most fulfilled lives. And then finally, at the Mull of Galloway Lighthouse, we're going to nurture. We're going to become the humans that can not only hold their own light, we're going to shine bright and bright enough to guide others. Guide others that are still out there. I was out there because I believe I chose on the wrong principles, and that's cool and fine, and I have healed and I've worked through these pillars. This is why now I'm ready to share this transformational pathway with you, because I believe this is the way that we can lead to our most fulfilled selves. So let's get out the sea, let's dodge the rocks, let's get up the cliffs, and let's stand on solid ground. Let's nurture ourselves, let's nurture the planet, and let's become the most wonderful, fulfilled humans that love ourselves and love the planet and would not harm each other or cause any devastation on this planet. Because that way we can serve what is keeping us alive, and we can have a healthy, balanced existence on this planet. So let's go and find the 5 pillars, the 5 lights around Scotland. So welcome to the first, welcome to Southstadt Lighthouse, and let's go. Welcome to Duncansby Lighthouse, the first lighthouse on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. And I want you to think about what this lighthouse represents. It represents questioning and inquiry. I question why I've always had to dim my light, why I've always had to follow the path of others and believe and understand that I'm maybe not I am second best to other people. And that's fine, it's okay, I understand the path of life, and we become what we need to survive and fit in. But I urge you to become your own lighthouse, as I'm trying to become, and allow others to share my light, not dim my light, carry it with me, and allow others to see it, feel it, learn from it. And I want to stay strong, stand strong in the storms, the winds, not be taken out over the cliff edge into the rocks, and feel like I am not doing and becoming the person or life that I feel like I want to be. So let's work together in terms of, let's see and look at these lighthouses and see what they've got in common with people that share their life for others and they stand strong. I want you to think about who do you look up to, who do you aspire to be, and take their traits and become them. Become that lighthouse, shed the light on the rocks of life, and just allow them to come ashore in their own time. But don't be a lifeboat. I've tried to become a lifeboat too many times, and I've ended up nearly drowning. Now I stand as a lighthouse, and I want to help as many people as possible, especially the students and children of the UK, and any lost adults that are still out there at sea. So let's become lighthouses together. Let's be like Duncansby Lighthouse. Let's start inquiring and thinking. So let's go and find more lighthouses without wind. Welcome to Tarbet Ness, the second lighthouse that I found on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. And that's actually a slight lie. I've seen Dunnet Lighthouse as well. It's so cool. I'll show you the pictures. But anyway, here at a line at Tarbet Ness, on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. It's really important to allow our light to shine as bright as it can. We must align. We must go and figure out what we should have been doing all our lives before our shadows started to think, oh, let's fit in. Let's do a safe job. Let's just earn some cash so we can keep a roof over our head. That's all good and fine and needed. But where is the fulfillment? Where's the inner drive us to do what we should have always done on this planet? And that's where we tend to slip up. The shadow tells us we're not good enough, we need to stay safe. We do need to stay safe, and I want you to stay safe, but I also want you to be fulfilled. So go back, have a think, and get your light to shine a bit brighter if you can. And if it is shining as bright as it can be, well done. You are already aligned, you are living your best life. And I urge us all to think about what we would have been doing if money was no object and we could become what we truly wanted to do and be. So together, let's keep your light strong. Let's keep my light strong, your light strong. And ultimately, if your light is shining as bright as it can be, then others will see yours lighting the way and they will become strong themselves with your help. So let's all become aligned and let's be that lighthouse together. Welcome to Heal and welcome to Cape Wrath Lighthouse. This is the lighthouse for Heal, and it's actually our third lighthouse on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. It has been a wild adventure up to this point. This lighthouse has been the hardest by far to get the light to. It's incredible. I have been taught even more things. And this is what life's about. You've got to embrace the journey. The journey will tell you what you need to know. It will tell you who you're going to become and who you need to be on this planet. Because all these answers are within your mind. You just need time to process it. So by not doing excesses of work, exercise, drugs, alcohol, all of the pleasures that just numb the inner world, if we start to understand we need to heal and spend time on ourselves, and by the way, I am very much on my own here, apart from a couple of people that run this place. And I did that on purpose, because to heal you need to be on your own. You must be on your own. It took me 5 hours plus to walk here. I did that on purpose. Cape Wrath is on purpose so lonesome. And if we look, there is nothing between here and Newfoundland in America. You can't get much more isolated. This is the last wilderness of Scotland, and I chose it on purpose. This lighthouse really stands for heal, and you need to understand, like I have had to the hard way, is that you need to try and find out how you need to heal. That's the hardest bit. Once you start to get those inklings, it's like, oh, so anxious, so depressed, so just not feeling happy, and you've got to be raging. You'd be like, come on, do this, whatever it might be. And we can work together, or you can, as long as you're doing it yourself, you are living your best life. But you need to understand you need to heal. You need to shine your light bright, and you need to get to shine even brighter so that you can help others if you choose to. But by being your best, most beautiful self, you'll inspire the world to do good. And in the end, it's all about doing what is the right thing for this planet and other humans and other living things. I truly believe that. So, Cape Wrath is heal. What a beautiful, bonkers place this is. See you at the next lighthouse. Wow, we're at Neast Point, and this is the awakened pillar on the Moonshot Mastery Academy. Now, in terms of the lighthouse, it is wild where we are. We are the most westerly point of Scotland. Now, Skye has been joined by a bridge, and I brought my light here. Between here and Cape Wrath, I have been many places. I've been to the top of Ben Macdhu, to the top of Ben Hope, to the Tyree Music Festival, and I'm sharing these things because they have increased my light. My inner light has been brightened because that's what I choose to do, and that's what I really feel like I want to do, and I did it. And that's only because I held myself to account. So you need to do these things because you're going to enjoy them, and they're just going to top up your inner cup. And so now we're here at Neast Point, and what I want you to say, the awaken, once you've done the hard work of healing and aligning to what you should be doing, and then questioning what is it then that I should be doing, you're now awakening. And on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage, we're now at the awakened stage. We're now at the fun bit. And the fun bit is really You now doing what you think you should be doing. Go and find that job, purpose, role, whatever you want to do in life, and using your new best moral compass, going to do it. So the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage continues. We're at Nice Point, and then we're going to go to the final lighthouse, which is the Mull of Galloway, which is Nurture. Welcome to the Mull of Galloway, and welcome to Nurture, the fifth and final pillar of the Moonshot Mastery Academy. The 5 pillars that I hold dear and close, the 5 pillars I have used to transform myself from a human that was not loving a fulfilled life, but now is. And this lighthouse represents so many amazing things, so many lessons that have been learned, but now I'm just enjoying the fruits of the labour, and that's what Nurture is about, sustaining this life. And then the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage has been really important to, shine bright in terms of going and do things outside of the lighthouses, going to festivals, the Tyree Music Festival, going to Long Island, see the Puffins, going to Edinburgh to look around, see friends, and it's those things that brighten your light. So it's not just about the lighthouses. This is why the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage is so important, because on this sequence of films, I'm telling you as it really is, and it has been hard. No transformation is going to be easy, and I strongly urge you to consider transforming if you don't feel like you're living a fulfilled, loving, happy, whatever the word you want to use, life. It isn't easy, but I urge you to step up to the challenge to become the best, most beautiful version of yourself by becoming the lighthouse. Shine bright for yourself, shine bright for others, and that way nurturing yourself will lead to nurture of the planet. I also am a big advocate for the environment and conservation. You'll see that in my videos with birds in particular. But I know that if we love ourselves, we will love the planet. And that's what I want us to do. We need to deal with Spaceship Earth, and we need to make sure that the crew, us, the humans, are using the correct instructions for themselves to stay happy and healthy and fulfilled, but also for the planet, the mothership, to stay healthy for its crew. So together, let's keep nurturing, and let's look at this beautiful lighthouse. It's incredible. Wow, we're at Land's End, the end of the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. But at the end is where the beginning is, the most exciting part of the journey. I have completed the Moonlight Master Path whilst on the Lightkeeper's pilgrimage. It evolved from that journey. It is so beautiful when you just allow life to flow. I have witnessed it over the last 3 months and over 10,000 miles. Bonkers. I did not plan to be away that long or go that distance. But what I did find was myself in these objects. And at the beginning and the end is where everything starts. Wherever you're at in your journey, you just need to start, whether you think you are at the beginning or at the end. And that's the cool bit. So go with the gut, go with your inner self, and just believe. And if you can't, get in touch, because I will take you on the Moonlight Master's Path, where you'll meet, heal, align, inquire, awaken, and nurture in the 5 lighthouses. You will then be met by 3 inner cores, the spatial, the scientific, and the intuitive, and only then will you become the Moonlight Master, the path that I have walked to become the person I should have and always longed to be. But life has its sequences, and it could only have ever been completed in this way. Come along for the ride. Nearly lost my life off the cliff.